Okay, let's dive in then. Today we're tackling just one document, but we're going deep on it. Specifically looking at AI tools aimed at stock market prediction for, well, around 2025.
Yeah, and think of this as like your shortcut.
Right. We're basically pulling out the most important bits, the key insights from this source material, just to give you a really solid handle on what this landscape looks like right now.
And it's definitely a landscape that matters. I mean, the document itself really emphasizes how AI is fundamentally changing how people even think about investing.
It really is.
We're talking about this incredible power to chew through just vast amounts of data,
Yeah.
spotting patterns humans would likely miss, generating insights, maybe predictions, stuff that just wasn't feasible before.
Exactly. And the source even calls these tools potentially indispensable for anyone who's serious about, getting an edge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just one kind of tool fits all either. This deep dive should show you the sheer range, like whether you're a developer building complex models or maybe a trader just looking for actionable signals.
Or even if you're just curious about how AI is actually being used in finance day to day.
Spot on.
And what's really interesting, pulling from this document, is seeing how these tools aim at such different needs, different technical skills even. Uh, Maybe let's start with the ones focused on trading strategy and execution. The source spends a good chunk of time there.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So for someone focused on, let's say, real-time trading, testing strategies, the source points to platforms like Trade Ideas.
Yes, trade ideas.
Their AI, it's called Holly, right? It's essentially this machine scanning thousands, literally thousands of stocks every single day.
Uh-huh. Looking for opportunities based on, what was it, over 70 different strategies mentioned in the source?
70, yeah. And it lets you see those signals in real time and crucially test them in a simulated environment before you put any real cash down.
That simulation part is key. Now, if your angle is more about charts, technical analysis, this document flags TrendSpider.
TrendSpider, right.
So what AI brings to the table here is mostly automation. It can automatically spot trend lines, run analysis across different time frames, even map out things like Fibonacci levels, all AI powered.
Okay.
Plus, it's got this thing called an AI strategy lab. Lets you build and backtest your own trading ideas based purely on chart patterns. So that's a bit different from Holly scanning for predefined strategies.
Gotcha. Okay, so those are pretty heavy on the analysis, the strategy side. But what about folks who want to, automate the actual trading itself?
Right, the execution. That's where the source brings in platforms like QuantConnect.
QuantConnect.
This one's described as more of a cloud-based platform really built for algorithmic traders.
So more technical users.
Definitely. Gives you access to deep historical data,
Mm.
integrates with brokers for live trading, lets you design, test, and then actually deploy automated trading algorithms.
You're coding your own bots here, right? Makes sense. So we've got real-time scanning with Trade Ideas, automated charting with TrendSpider, and full-on algo trading with QuantConnect. What about just digging into the fundamental financial data?
Yeah, good point. For that kind of comprehensive financial market analysis, the source talks about Koifin.
Koifin.
Now, it's maybe not a direct prediction tool like the others we mentioned, but it's positioned as this really powerful resource for fundamental data analysis.
So digging into company health, financials.
Exactly. Tools for screening, charting, analyzing data across apparently over 90,000 stocks, ETFs, mutual funds globally. Think of it more like an AI-boosted data terminal to help you understand the market before you even think about predicting.
And this isn't just for the Wall Street pros or developers, is it? The source seems to suggest AI tools are getting more accessible for, regular retail investors too.
Oh, absolutely. The document specifically mentions platforms like DeepSeek. It notes this one is popular, especially with Chinese retail investors. And the appeal there seems to be about getting cost-effective, AI-driven analysis tools that are sort of simplified for a broader audience. It really points to that trend of AI, filtering down.
Okay, now this next one sounds different. The source brings up Numerai. What's the deal there?
Yeah, Numerai is fascinating. It's described as an AI-run, crowdsourced hedge fund.
Crowdsource.
Yeah. So instead of one internal team building all the prediction models, it actually gathers machine learning models from data scientists all over the world.
Wow.
Numerai's own AI then takes all that, analyzes time series data, which is super important for market prediction, looking at data over time, and generates predictions from that collective input. The source does note its reported positive returns since it started, which is a pretty unique approach, leveraging collective AI brainpower.
That is interesting. Okay, shifting back maybe to more, let's say, traditional trading platforms using AI, Tickeron gets a mention.
Right, Tickeron. This one features what they call AI robots. Well, yeah, that's the term used. As the source explains it, they provide real-time pattern recognition on charts and can even generate daily buy-sell signals directly.
Okay.
It also uses AI for a stock screener that pulls in both technical and fundamental data points, making it useful for traders who kind of blend those approaches.
And for something maybe more personalized, the source mentions Hoops AI.
Hoops AI, yeah. The claim there is that it provides stock market analysis and recommendations tailored specifically to your investment goals and risk tolerance, using AI to crunch data through that personal lens, basically.
Okay, and what about digging into like research reports and news, not just numbers?
For that kind of serious financial research, Centio is mentioned. This tool combines the financial data with news feeds, research documents, uses AI to help analysts process huge amounts of unstructured text.
So finding insights buried in reports and articles.
Exactly, identifying key trends or mentions that might be missed otherwise.
Right. And then you mentioned developers earlier. For those who want to build their own AI models, not just use pre-built tools.
Yeah, the source lists platforms providing the essential building blocks, like AlphaVantage.
AlphaVantage.
This offers a really wide range of financial data and APIs. APIs are just, pipelines of data, real-time, historical, that you can feed directly into your own custom-built AI algorithms.
Got it.
And that's a really crucial distinction the source makes. Beyond those ready-to-use predictive tools, you have these foundational machine learning platforms aimed squarely at developers.
Like the big names.
Exactly. Think Google Cloud AI, Amazon SageMaker, Microsoft Azure Machine Learning. These provide the whole infrastructure, the tools, like frameworks such as TensorFlow or XGBoost, powerful libraries for building complex models. They let data scientists create totally custom prediction systems.
Okay.
H2O.ai is also put in this category. It offers open-source AI tools, including some specific features that are really valuable for time series forecasting, understanding how stock prices change over time.
Right. So those are the deep technical foundations. Then the source kind of categorizes the next layer as predictive analytics tools.
Yeah, the ones that actually use AI to generate forecasts or signals directly. This includes some we've already covered, like Numerai, Tickeron, Trade Ideas, TrendSpider.
But there are others too.
Oh, yeah. The source adds Centifi, which focuses on analyzing news and social media for, like, sentiment signals, how people are feeling about stocks.
Sentiment analysis.
Right. Then MetaTrader, which is a popular platform itself, but you can get various AI plugins for it. Kahoot, known for its proprietary K-score, that's a rating derived from its AI analysis, and Alpaca AI, which is more an API-based trading platform with AI features, kind of like QuantConnect, but often used for brokerage integration.
It's a lot of tools.
It is, and it brings up a really important point. None of these tools can work in a vacuum. They need data.
Fuel for the AI engine.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So the source lists key financial forecast APIs. We mentioned AlphaVantage already. There's also Quandl, which is actually owned by NASDAQ now, provides tons of time series and economic data. And of course, the Yahoo Finance API, often accessed through platforms like Rapid API, great for historical stock data. These are the data sources powering all the AI analysis the document describes.
Okay. And finally, there's one more category the source identifies: retail and app-based AI assistance. Sounds more user-friendly.
Yeah, designed to be more approachable. Examples mentioned include Zignally, which apparently enables AI-driven copy trading automation.
Copy trading. So you just mirror what an AI does.
Or a successful human trader using AI, lets you automatically replicate their trades. Then there's Better Trader, which focuses on predicting how the market might react to specific economic news events using AI to analyze potential impacts.
Interesting nudge.
Tradetics is highlighted too, as an AI dashboard for retail folks. Offers tools like analysis of options flow.
Looking at big options trades.
Exactly, trying to spot maybe where institutional money is moving. And it generates trading signals too. And then Delphia, which is a really unique model.
Oh, yeah.
It apparently uses your personal data, anonymously of course, to help train its hedge fund's AI prediction models. And in return, you get access to their investment insights.
Wow, that's different, using your data to power the fund.
It is. The course also does a handy comparison. Which of these offer any kind of free access?
That's useful.
Completely free options mentioned are the open source version of H2O.ai for developers, Numerai, where you earn crypto by contributing models, Delphia, which uses your data, and the basic MetaTrader platform itself. Though specific AI features might cost extra.
Okay, so some free entry points. What about free trials or freemium models?
Yeah, there's a pretty significant list there. Lets you test the waters. Includes the big cloud platforms, Google Cloud AI, Amazon SageMaker, Azure ML Studio, also Altaka, AlphaVantage, Quandl, BetterTrader, and Centifi.
Gives you a chance to try before you buy.
Exactly. And conversely, the source lists several that are strictly paid subscriptions. Trade Ideas, Tickeron, Kavoo, TrendSpider, and Traditex.
Okay, so that breakdown really shows the whole spectrum, doesn't it? From tools needing serious tech skills and maybe deep pockets, down to free entry points for developers or just regular retail users.
Yeah, it covers a lot of ground.
So, okay, let's try and pull this all together. Based on this document, what's the big picture takeaway here?
Oh, it strongly emphasizes that using AI in stock market analysis and prediction isn't just a fad, it's a powerful trend. It equips investors, with really advanced capabilities.
Right, tools to handle the sheer complexity of market data.
Exactly. To identify those subtle patterns humans might miss, and ultimately to support the decision-making process. The source really makes it clear there's a tool for almost every need, whether you're all about charts or building complex algorithms or needing deep research help or just wanting simplified signals.
And leveraging these tools can definitely enhance strategies, help navigate the market's inherent complexities, as the source sort of concludes. However, and this is absolutely critical, the document is just packed with really important disclaimers, warnings you absolutely cannot ignore.
Oh, completely. The source is crystal clear. Investing in stocks has inherent risks. And that old saying, past performance is not a reliable indicator of future results. It holds true.
Always worth repeating.
And it explicitly states that stock market prediction, even with fancy AI, is still fundamentally uncertain. It's speculative.
And this is a point the source really hammers home. AI is great at finding patterns in past data, but it absolutely cannot predict future market movements with any kind of certainty.
Right. Because why? Because real-world stuff happens.
Exactly. External factors, huge economic shifts, geopolitical events, surprise regulations, or those completely unforeseen black swan events.
Yep. Any of those can just instantly blow up whatever pattern or trend the AI found in the historical data. Models get invalidated.
So the source stresses, none of these tools, not a single one mentioned, is guaranteed to make you money.
Not at all. You're strongly cautioned to use them wisely, understand their limits, and always, always do your own thorough research. It even goes so far as recommending you consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions based on these AI tools.
Which makes sense. Ultimately, what the source seems to be saying is that while these AI tools offer incredible power for analysis, for identifying potential opportunities, they should really serve as a sophisticated aid. They're meant to supplement your own judgment, your critical thinking, and crucially, your personal risk management strategy. They absolutely don't replace it.
That seems to be the core message. So, thinking about all that, especially the inherent uncertainties of the market and these very explicit warnings in the document about the limits of even advanced AI, it leaves us with a question for you, the listener.
Yeah. Given all this, what role do you think human critical thinking and, maybe just as importantly, risk management should play when you're making investment decisions? And how do you plan to balance the undeniable potential AI offers with that absolute necessity for caution? Something to mull over.